Hello, everybody. It is Sunday, and that means we're back with a new episode, an amazing new day of spirit sessions where we have one of our incredible tribe members here with us. Marla Torres is going to hang out with us and share amazing new techniques and skills that she has learned, and she's super excited to share them. Before we get to that, please take a moment to share this out, invite your friends. You can find us live on Facebook and on YouTube, so please make sure to take a moment just to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to like our Facebook page and share this out. Whoever shares out the most will win either a reading with Rhonda, Teresa, or I. We're not sure who it is this week. We'll let you know. You'll find out next week. But yeah, take time to share it out and invite your friends. And thank you so much for hanging out with us today. So yeah, Marla is one of our amazing tribe members. We've known her for feels like forever, lifetimes, right? And we love her so much. She's so dear to us. And we're very excited. Marla, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. I love you ladies too.
It's so amazing to watch your journey and see how much you're developing and changing, evolving. It's just been beautiful. And I'm so excited. Can you tell us, our audience, about, what's going on with you, your background, and why you're coming on today?
Sure, definitely. So my background work-wise is as an ICU nurse. Work in critical care in a large teaching hospital. And recently, I would say over the past few years, I was attuned to Reiki Master with shamanic Reiki. And that was also a big shift for me. And then more recently, as in the last year, I was introduced to Kundalini Yoga. And I've dabbled in yoga for, off and on over the past 10 years or so. And never really stuck 100%. But then when I was introduced to Kundalini Yoga, the mantras and all just it captivated me. And I started trying to find out more and joined up with Shakti Sita Kaur over at the Palas. She's amazing. She's been an amazing teacher and mentor. Then I took the Kundalini Yoga practitioner training this past September, and that was just another amazing experience. And I am loving the connection that I feel with the experience itself. So with Kundalini Yoga, if people aren't 100% familiar with it, it is a marriage essentially of that tapping into the infinite and bringing it into the finite, into us. So it's just a really deep connection with the infinite source that's out there. And you utilize some traditional yoga poses to help with the movement of the chi throughout your body. And then you have the mantras to really just bring in that connection. And the tantric malas are also another very powerful tool to just amplify the experience. So that's been really a great thing for me. And just on a personal note, and going through bankruptcy and divorce, so having something like this to really just support me through this process and just help me on my journey has been really amazing.
That's beautiful. I love that so much. I think, especially with what we're all going through right now, being able to find a way to connect even more deeply with source, with that creator energy, is so important for us right now. So I really appreciate you coming on and sharing that and giving us some techniques on how to feel more connected. So what guided you towards wanting to open up this area of your life more, being able to really step into embracing this Kundalini Yoga?
Well, it's funny because there's so much of my life is guided by just intuition, right? Just really that connection with source of just knowing. One of my clairs is probably the strongest, I would say. Just I just knew. I knew that I needed to. And it's hard to really explain how I knew. I just knew. And the more I dove into it, the more it was confirmed to me that this was right. This is the right path for me, and this is what I need. This is what is the most beneficial for me now on my journey. So it was pretty awesome. And also I think I really just align with the whole Kundalini, which is, really an essence of the divine feminine. And just that we as a collective are just experiencing that rise of the divine feminine again, right? And I just really feel connected with that too. So just having that, the Adi Shakti, the Kundalini, just all like rising up and feeling more empowered within myself too as a woman, in this lifetime, obviously, but it's been just really life-changing.
I love that. I love that so much. So I know we want to do a quick little gong sound bath. If you want to do that for us real quick, and then we'll get into more of the real depth of what this all is about.
Sure, definitely. So get comfortable. Obviously I know you and Rhonda probably are going to lay down, but all of our listeners, if you want to get comfortable, lie down and just really just be in a receiving mode for this wonderful energy. So the gong really, the sound healing works on an energetic level. It's like rearranging your neurons and healing at a neuron level. So it's really, really amazing.
Thank
That
you,
is
Marla.
amazing.
I love the
That
gun.
was beautiful.
It is.
I know it'd be so
so
much
amazing.
better in person.
Right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you ladies know Laura Mazzata, right? So I gave her a gong bath in her home, and she's like, now I know why it's a gong bath. Like, all my cells feel bathed in the vibration. And she's like, and I think you just really just rearranged the structure of my home too. It is.
I could feel it like melting, like things
I
just
think I
melting
need one
off
of
my
those.
shoulders. Yeah.
It is it's an amazing tool. It's definitely not something to be taken lightly. It's a very, very powerful tool. So definitely, look into getting one, but just know going into it, like, to have the reverence for it and just the respect of how powerful it is. It is really incredible.
Wow, that is amazing. Thank you for sharing that with us. That was beautiful. So I know that one of the first questions
we've had a couple of questions. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
The first question right off the bat from Nancy was, what are malas?
Oh, yay, malas. Okay, so let me take one off just to see if I can show you a little bit of the pattern. I don't know, can you see with the camera?
Yeah, that's good.
Some of the pattern. So a tantric mala it was discovered, like the pattern was discovered rediscovered in the 80s by somebody who was learning with Yogi Bhajan, who is I guess the founder of our lineage would be the word to use for him. And he brought the pattern to Yogi Bhajan and was like, look at this. And Yogi Bhajan was like, wow, like this is a very powerful tool that we can have in our practice. So the tantric mala is a binary code. It's sacred geometry. There's a definite pattern that you can see when you look at the pattern, and you can see it goes like in eights. So he called it, let me see, I wrote it down. What did he call it? The 16 movements of incarnation. So it really works on an energetic level. Also, it's protective and healing, and it weaves a tantric force field, a protective shield in your aura. So it's like, I sleep with mine. It's that powerful, that good. So this one I actually created the jade for, bringing in abundance, and the red garnet is for working on my root chakra. So any blocks that I have around money and the flow of abundance. So this one sleeps with me at night. I wrap it around double, and so it doesn't get caught and tangled. And then I play the Millionaire's Mantra while I sleep, and just to really work on breaking through any blocks or any remaining blocks around abundance and money and the flow of that energy, just really opening up the flow. So it's been an amazing tool. I mean, the exciting thing about them, I feel like I can talk about them and just keep talking about them. So when I'm creating tantric mala, I am coding them with a specific mantra. So right now I'm offering, what's the word? I have the word and I lost the word, but I work with the person who was going to purchase a mala, and I talk with them about where they are in their journey and how the mala can support them. And then going from what they tell me, that I'm able to choose the mantra or mantras. So maybe a couple of different mantras that I infused it in as I'm coding it. And then at the end, I give it Reiki. And so you have like the power of the Reiki, the power of the sacred geometry, and then the power of the crystals. Like the crystals in and of themselves are so amazing and so healing and really supportive for you on your journey. I love that they're supportive and they're not I don't feel like I'm relying on them because I know like the power is within me, but they're just so supportive for me on my journey. And there's so many other different aspects. Like I charge them in the moon, full moon or new moon. And this one is my first one that I made, and that was with the Lionsgate portal. So it's like super powerful. My blue tiger's eye. So it's hard to explain. It just lights me up. These tantric malas, they're amazing. So Nancy, they're amazing. That's what they are.
That's a good explanation.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
So you
please.
customize them for each person. So you meet with the person and you kind of, that's included in that. That's awesome.
I lost my language for a moment there.
I got it.
Yeah.
I picked it up from you. No problem.
Thank you. We're on point. So I'm developing a new branch off of intuitive care with Marla. It's gonna be Marla's Malas, and I'm gonna have different tiers. So you'll have like your basic level entry level one, and then the next tier, and then the third tier is going to be customized. Right now I'm just offering customized, but it will have multiple tiers, so there'll be different options. I'll have some ready to go, and then some that are going to be programmed specifically for the person that is purchasing them.
Very cool. Very powerful.
And along with that,
I asked you this question at the beginning.
Yes, the giveaway. Yes. Go ahead. Tell us about that real quick.
Okay, sorry. So a lucky person can go onto, if you go onto my website, there'll be a little pop-up for you to enter your email. You'll get 5 tips on how to deal with chaos in general in your life, but you also get entered into the giveaway for a free tantric mala. So the mala giveaway goes through November 11th. It'll end at midnight on November 11th. So we have a couple of weeks for any people coming on the replay, but you can have one of these amazing tools in your toolbox too.
Awesome. That's really an opportunity you don't want to miss. So definitely go sign up on her website, enter your email, and get the newsletters. It's awesome. Very cool. Nancy had another question, said, with the malas, are there certain crystals you use or any?
So that I also customize to the person and what they're going through. I had a client who was having some anxiety and dealing with loss in her life, and I was able to choose mala. The jewels for her were lepidolite was one of the main ones, which is very calming and very soothing, and then also moss agate, and then she was also would like to have a child, and so I put red garnet in there also just to help with any root chakra issues that could be holding her back from that. So just all of them together, and then the hematite spacers was just so grounding, and it was an amazing, powerful mala. That's awesome. But I customize them for the individual right now, just based on what they need. So, like granted, this one is just all the tiger's eye with the hematite spacer, but then this one has 3 different types of stones. So it just depends on the individual and where I'm intuitively guided to choose the crystals for them.
I love that. Well, Spirit's bringing through right now that you should be doing some to help support immunity, building the immune system and breath, because with this whole COVID thing that's going on right now, making malas specifically to help people to boost their immunity and help with, keeping their breath clear and strong. I think that's just what was coming through. So
that's beautiful. I have confirmation of my energy bumps right now. That's amazing, Bex. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, that'd be awesome. And then you can market it.
I call them spirit bumps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spirit bumps. I love that. Yes, they're definitely spirit bumps.
Yeah. So that'd be amazing. I think those would sell like hotcakes, being able to get those out, and people would really want those right now. So definitely see what you can do for that. So
putting the mantra in there too, like everything. Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be a powerhouse right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'd be one of the best things that people could have in their toolbox right now to help them, because once you get that activation within you when you're wearing it, it keeps that going. It brings in that flow. So, and it's a reminder. You can see it. It'll just help you remember to take those deep, long breaths, to really focus on that and bring in that clean, fresh air. So yeah, cool. Awesome. So what about the meditation stuff? Because I know there's multiple layers to what it is that you're doing. So I know that we want to kind of get to as much as it is as possible. So can you talk a little bit about how with the meditations and, you know, what your practice is with that now?
Yes, and I just have to say it was just 12:22.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like, I didn't I can't interrupt her, but I'm like, I kept going up to that. I love it. I feel like I've just been seeing. So my angels are definitely giving me more messages with numbers. I think that they realize that that's where I pay attention the best. So that's where I get my messages. I love it.
I do it too. Every time, always numbers.
I know, I'll tell Savannah. I'm like, oh, it's so, and she's like, oh, nice. You know, so I'm getting her used to it too. All right. So with the meditations, it's not just you're sitting in easy pose, you know, with your mudra and om. It's really you're moving your arm, like, you know, a lot of the Kundalini yoga is a lot of arm movements, but there's also other yoga poses that you do with the meditation. So I'll have a mantra playing, and then there's specific either yoga poses to go with that or specific hand motions. I actually can do a couple of too powerful, very powerful, and they're staples in my daily practice. The Jupiter finger meditation and the addiction meditation. So you have a mantra playing. For the Jupiter finger, we'll have a mantra playing, and for the addiction, you're saying the mantra silently to yourself while you have, you know, your fingers in a specific pose. So it's a combination of either saying the mantra, listening to the mantra, you know, working with different hand motions, of really just mobilizing your chi and just really connecting with source and amplifying the sound. As we know, sound, there's so much healing with sound, and it also amplifies things for you too. So saying things, we know there's so much power in saying things. So being able to just connect all of those together is like a beautiful little I don't want to say marriage, because not everybody aligns with the marriage term as being a nice thing. So
Collaboration.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's so beautiful how they work together and so synergistic.
That's awesome. Yeah. So do you want to bring us into one of your meditations?
Sure, we can go ahead and do that. Let me just get my little timer up so we can keep track. So the one thing, you can do less at a time. So if you feel like it's too much, we'll just do 3 minutes for both of them. That's like the basic number for the length of the mantras. So I'll keep track of it. We're gonna go into the meditations with our hands together in prayer pose. You're gonna have your thumbs up against your breastbone, your sternum, and take a deep breath. Just center yourself. And then I'm gonna do 3 Om Namos and then 3 if I can speak. So I'm first going to do the connecting with Om Namo, and then we're going to do a protective mantra. So this is how my lineage tunes in for each of their sessions. So we'll start with the Om Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep breath. Adgure Name, Jugagure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugagure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugagure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Another deep breath. Then you're going to take your palms of your hands, put your fingers in like that. Your thumbs are going to go onto your temples. you'll feel there's like a little indentation there. So you want the pads of your thumbs to be flush up against that. And you're going to recite the mantra sa, ta, na, ma. It's going to be silently. I want you to envision it coming in through your crown. So with sa, when you're saying sa, envision sa coming in through your crown and coming out through your third eye, like an L shape. So it like comes into your crown, touches your pineal gland, and comes out the third eye, essentially. So sa, ta, na, ma, and just rhythmically at the same time, just like you're clenching lightly, not like a deep clench like you're angry, but just almost like a chewing motion with your back molars. So you'll have it like that, and the sa, ta, na, ma, but silently to yourself, okay? So we'll start the clock now. All right, take a deep breath. Focus with on your third eye. Squeeze down at your second and first chakra area. Hold your breath. And release. So that one was the addiction meditation. That is to help. If you do it every day, at least 3 minutes every day, it helps with releasing and breaking through the patterns of addiction. So whatever your addiction is, whatever you're addicted to, you may not even realize that you're addicted to it, but it helps to break through those patterns, and it's pretty amazing.
Hey,
Wow.
Marla,
I can feel like the heat.
Yeah, it's really. You
Yes,
must
Brenda?
have to work up to it, because I know my physical discomfort from holding my arms up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going. Oh my God, my shoulder.
My first class, like we're doing these motions and stuff, and she's just keep going, and I'm like, dying. I'm like, my arms have to come down, and I'm like, I'm like trying to push through. I can do it, and then I'm like, no, I can't. I'm like, my arms have to come. So you definitely do work out. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna do any like really heavy hitting, those arms up in the air, constantly moving things, because that I mean, it moves a lot of energy and it's amazing, but it physically can get a little physically hard at first.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you have to work into it. And that's, I mean, just like anything, you just do what your body says you can do and
Exactly.
honor that. But can you tell us about your uniform or your what you're wearing? Because we had a really interesting conversation, because I said I've seen it on other yogis, and I didn't understand. Like, I thought it was just something they wore. But explain, there's a purpose, right?
There is a purpose for sure. So it starts off with what, actually, let's start with white, just the color of what I'm wearing. The white is a color that amplifies your aura and extends it an additional foot. So humans, we have, I think, was there like a 9-foot radius for our aura. So this pushes it out another foot and expands like our radiant body. Helps with projecting and what you want to project. And it also helps to deflect negative energy coming in. And then with wearing something white on your head, it's the tightness and everything is like pushing it to focus on the third eye. So really opening up that connection and amplifying that connection with source and just that flow of energy. So it's, it's the beauty of Kundalini yoga, at least in the lineage which I've been taught in, is that, there's no set rules. These are explained to us why and encouraged. But if you're not feeling called to it, then you don't have to. You can still have a very effective practice, but this just amplifies it for you. It can accelerate it, just like getting up at 4 a.m. for sadhana, between 4 and 6 a.m. amplifies your practice. But if you do it at 10 a.m., it's not that, now you don't have any effects of it. You still do, but it's more potent, more powerful, more impactful if you can do it between the 4 and 6 a.m. or 4 and 6 p.m. Like when the veil's a little bit thinner, so there's all these things that are done, but there's not any like, you have to do it this way, otherwise, it's all gone and you're damned, no, it's not. And just like you said, like, if you can't do the 3 minutes, like, whatever you can do starting off, if you do less, it's okay. There's some of them that there's a time limit. You don't want to go over a certain amount of time, but for the most part, it's about, honoring your body too, where you're at, your physical body at that moment. And it's all good, I love that part of it, because I grew up Mennonite, so it's very strict religion, and the women wore something on their heads too, but it wasn't taught as a practice for amplifying your energy and your connection with source. It was, this is what you got to do, and you're submissive and all that. And so just really seeing the yin and the yang in those two things, it's been really helping me align with it even more, just that honoring where you are in your journey, and there's nobody standing over you saying you have to do it this way. They're just encouraging you and showing you how it can better amplify your practice. But it's they recommend doing it when you're going to be teaching any of the Kundalini yoga, just because it does amplify your aura and extend your radiant body and helps with sending out the information for others to receive. But it's that's why.
I love that explanation. I thought, I mean, it's powerful. Yeah, beautiful.
So do you want to do one more meditation?
Let's do one more.
This one is well, I mean, you do what you can, obviously. So you're going to put your left hand over your heart, like between your heart, around your heart space, heart chakra. You're going to make a fist, and then have your pointer finger, which is your Jupiter finger. So this way you'll be saying the mantra out loud, which is also Satanama. So Satanama is breaking down Satnam. Satnam is truth is my essence, or there's another truth together. So it's talking about you're really aligning with your truth and with source, and it activates the chakras. So a left hand over here, right hand like this, and We'll start with the middle of the lower lip for sa, then tip of the nose for ta, side of the eye for na, third eye for ma. And then you just repeat it and we'll go to the other side. So you alternate sides. Okay, and we'll do that for 3 minutes also. All right, we'll start around the clock. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Suspend your breath. And release. So that one is the Jupiter finger meditation, and it helps to break through patterns from past life traumas. Helps you to just release and break through them. So it will really support you during this Scorpio season when we're going within a lot more too, just to release what's there and just let it go.
I'm only laughing because I hope nobody was trying to follow me because, oh my God.
That one actually flowed really easy for me. Help. Like it was just, I totally got mindless with it. No time at all. Just the pattern was easy to follow.
I tried to slow down because when I'm doing it, like I really just get like the flow and the rhythm, and it just goes. Like you can do it.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't. I was
lost in it.
But I was like lost. But
yeah.
I mean, see you guys if you weren't trying to follow.
That was very cool.
Nancy was wondering I forgot what the Satanama was for. It's just that's the mantra you're talking about,
that's
right?
The mantra. Yeah, that's the mantra we chose for both of those. It's actually the truth is my essence, and just really connecting with your inner truth.
It was wonderful, really, and I I'll have to watch.
I really enjoyed that one. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I like that one a lot. It was interesting because before I finished my teacher training, I my daughter wanted a Barbie, and I was like, okay, so we'll make a deal. You do 30 days of this mantra meditation with me, and then you can get the Barbie. Okay. She was so excited. And then she started, so we're doing Sacha Nama, and the Jupiter finger went, and she was like, after a while, she was like, ta, ta, na, na, ta, ta, na, ma. You know, like, do all that. And then I was like trying so hard not to laugh, but it was hilarious. But she did it, you know, she stuck it out, you know, very begrudgingly. But then one of my teachers in the training was saying, don't force children to do any of the mantras. And I was like, oops, my bad. I didn't
You weren't
realize.
forcing her, you were bribing her. There's a difference.
Well, it was, you know, encouraging. It's encouragement. It was okay.
But now, I mean, she
bribing, but that's fine.
It was a little
with the reward. Hey, I mean, we all do it for the rewards anyway, don't we? Most of us, like, we know there's going to be some sort of benefit at the end. So, you know, we're not doing it just to do it.
That's what all this is about.
Exactly.
Carrot and stick, right? But yeah, we no stick, just a carrot. It's awesome.
I don't know. Sometimes we get the stick. Sometimes we do. But that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing those with us.
You're welcome. Let's just close out the energy quick. Yeah. We'll close with your hands again in prayer position over on your breastbone, your sternum, and we'll say the long time sun prayer, and then we'll finish with long Satnam. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam.
Oh, I love that.
Let's bring all that energy together.
Beautiful. Oh, that feels so much better. I feel like stuff has definitely shifted. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I know you said, like, with doing the addiction one, how you felt warm, felt hot.
There was heat.
Yeah, that one always makes me feel really hot too. Like, I really feel like the chi moving a lot with that one. It's just like, whoa.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was a lot of heat right here, you know, but mostly it was just like, you could just feel it moving. Like, there was just a lot of just flowing heat. And I was like, all right, this is different. Let's go with it. Yeah. You know, which actually helped deter me from the aching arms, you know, but it was good. It was awesome. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing where you go with this, because this is, you know, I have to say, you know, you are sparkling brighter and just looking so much happier and more energized, you know, and I just wanted to share that with you. Really, really impressed and blown away by this amazing evolution in you.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel within, but it's awesome to be able to have that affirmation too from somebody who's been able, you know, witness my journey. So thank you. That means a lot.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So if somebody wants to continue following you, get a hold of you or whatever, how can they do that? So
I have a Facebook page, Intuitive Care with Marla. I have a Facebook group, which is Intuitive Care Community. And then I have an Instagram, Intuitive Care with Marla. And then my website is intuitivecarewithmarla.com. Awesome. And soon to be marlas.com.
So, yes. So, and don't forget to go over there and sign up for
all the links are up there.
Yeah. You can win a mala. That's just amazing. I mean, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity right there, just to be able to, you know, connect and win one. You know, perfect. That's awesome. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing what you do. And thank you for your nursing work as well. You know, we really, really appreciate you on all levels. Thank you so much.
But
Rhonda.
Before you go.
Yep.
Yes. But before you go, we have to see if you have a theme song of your life right now. Maybe a song that you'd want playing as you walked out into your yoga community and was teaching all this on stage. What would that theme song be?
Definitely not a very yogic song, but Born to Be Alive is, you know, from the 70s. Like, that would just, like, there's something with the vibe, and just like, I I feel like we're born to live and we're born to be alive. Like this journey, you know, you can get caught up easily in mainstream stuff, but really we're born to be alive and to thrive. And so that one really resonates with me right now.
Born to be alive. I love that song, actually. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'll be singing that today. I wanted to. So we have two. Because we were pre-recorded last week with Mark, and that was a great show with Mark. We have two share out giveaway people. The first one, who I believe was with Parashni's show the week before last. The share out winner was Wanda Peterson Pondichuk. And the next one would be, I think the share out winner would be with Teresa, right? For Mark.
With me.
And I think that would be with you, Bex, would be Sherry Merritt, who is our share out queen. Gotta say. So, but you too can win this week with Teresa if you share this out, so you can be a share out queen or king. Please just share this out onto your page, share it out with your friends, let us know you've shared it out, and you may be a winner. And I don't know about you, but I'm going over to Marla's page and putting my email in, so I have a chance of that winning.
Yes, please do. Tell your friends, anybody you think that would love Marla. Let's get spread the word.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, all the links are in the description of the video or in the description on the Facebook page. So all your links. I do follow you on Instagram, and I steal your stuff and stick it in my story all the time. So you know, I do it all the time because you know, you have such great stuff. So I just love your Instagram, and
thank you.
That's the only way I can see my kids, if they're on Instagram all the time. So yeah, it's a bit. So thank you very much, and thank you all for joining us, and have a great day. And
Yes.
Have
a beautiful
day.
Namaste.
Namaste.